Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer matchup. This time, I'm going to be playing as the Astra Militarum. We're going to be going against the Tau on the Hive Top. It is a strategic command map with 2,000 points, 80-point target, 8-turn limit. I'm going to be playing around more with the Sentinels, with the multi-lasers a little bit more on this map to see, and then try some Rogel Dorms out is kind of my main objective on this matchup to see how I like it. I think this is going to be a hard matchup for us, though, because the big open range is going to definitely make it for our opponent's advantage here with all of its armor piercing, but we'll see what we can do. So I have a Commissar, the Rogel Dorn with the Oppressor Cannon, 2 Leman Russes with the Devastator Cannon, the multi-laser Sentinel variant, a couple of ranged lasgun infantry, and then 3 Chimeras with the multi-laser heavy flamer build here. So if he does a heavy infantry build, then I should be able to flame him. And if he does not, then I'll at least have the multi-laser to be able to do some attacks here. So I'm going to try to swing along the sides here, use these refineries to try to block attacks from coming in on me.
Your orders.
We'll load up. Well, at least I was thinking I was going to load up, but then I thought, well, actually, maybe I want to bring the Cadians down the center to try to soak up overwatches, because I'm wondering if opponents are going to be doing a lot of broadside builds here, or possible hammerhead builds with all the ranged open areas here. And then nobody's obviously going to get down here with the within Devastator Cannon range, so it's like we might as well just be moving you as far as you can go. So it's like, let's just move these guys over here and try to keep yourself safe. Now maybe what I'll do is keep the Rogel Dorm up, and then you have so much range that maybe for this unit I should do the Overwatch. And then I just want to make sure I keep the Commissar back far enough where he won't get sniped by our enemy units. So we've got this going here. Now, it said that I landed an Overwatch shot there. It must have been from the Rogel Dorn, but it didn't actually show me an Overwatch attack. So yeah, he's got a broadside like we expected. He does have strike squads, which are unfortunate. He has a bunch of Pathfinders over here. Now, we did... Oh, and strike squad. I thought maybe he was going to have another Pathfinder there. And he's got the crisis suit, which he jumped over this way. And it looks like they have the fusion blasters here. So it's like I have a 50% chance to go here. I'm just not sure how far on the Overwatch spectrum they went. So it's like, do I unload or do I risk it? And it's like we see breachers over here, so that should work out well for our flamers then. I don't have a great chance to hit. I'm going to do 0 to 30. Which is ironically what you're going to be doing. I'm like, well, let's just try to, if I can't hit him reliably, let's just try to nerf him down a little bit here, because I don't see marker lights or anything over on this side. And then they would have jumped to get up here, so it's like, let's just advance with these Sentinels here. Put you on Overwatch. And now we've got this situation here, so it's like, how the hell did I land an Overwatch against that crisis suit is what I want to know. It's like I could shoot into these guys. I kind of feel like I should be able to move over with the Rogel Dorn. I can't talk. Rogel Dorn a tank here to get more shots. So it's like I got a 63% chance. I land the attack, which is great. I only have a 34% chance to hit. So it's like, do I just waste the attack here? And if I can just drop this crisis suit, that'll be huge for us. He's got another crisis suit over here. And at 60%, you should be able to get the kill, which I do. So now we've taken out a crisis suit. He's got breachers over there. We'll move you here to try to body block. It's like, let's pull the Rogel Dorn back. And now...
Victory through discipline.
I'm just trying to decide how I want to do this. It's like I've already got all those attacks into me, so I feel like I should just move you up. So I do that. You're out of range, but if you can snipe some of these guys down, then maybe I can kill the Pathfinders. If I move you up one, I think that's going to increase your yup, goes up by 10%. Come on. Ah, wasn't enough to get the kill. So I'll bring you up to try to block this location. Alright, you almost got the kill there. So it's like, I think with your bolter, you should be able to finish these guys off. And we do. And so it's like, I think I have a 70% chance if I can take out the cadre, that will really help. But then the Pathfinders are going to be the main damage dealers. And I assume he's going to be using his supercharge ability, so I wanted to get one of the kills going. So he did the missile pods here. Now he did the photon grenade, which I think is pretty reasonable. Those are big hits into our Demon Russ. Yeah, he's just slowly moving around trying to get some shots into me while I'm trying to advance here. Ah, damn it. Oh wait, no, it's a breacher squad, so actually my guy might actually survive. He does have a commander over here. Yeah, I don't know. The Chimeras just don't feel like they have an 8 armor. Seems like they're getting damaged a lot more than I would expect. Alright, let's take a look here. So we're almost to 1 point. If I bring you up to here, you should be able to flame those breachers down. And then if I pull you back to here. Actually, you might just be able to finish them off like that. I don't know if really coming after their accuracy is going to do a whole lot with the commander buffs also going in. So the question is what do I want to do? It's like I need to take out these crisis suits because they're the ones that are doing most of the damage to me. So it's like at this point in time, who do I want to leave over here? I think no matter what, he'll kill somebody up here.
Awaiting your orders.
I still have you. So if I bring the Chimera up, I should be able to run you to here. And you should be able to flame. And that almost got the kill here. Now if I bring you to there, you should be able to shoot. I'll move the sentinels up. We'll just finish the kills here. Make sure I get a guaranteed squad wipe. I could have tried to throw in the grenade to kill them before. So yeah, that would have been enough to do a squad wipe on those other guys. This looks like it does about 15 damage per unit. Or to each unit with the grenade. But it's definitely a weaker grenade.
Rolling into action.
49% chance to hit here, so that's 2 breacher squads. They'll definitely be able to kill.
Armored sentinels ready. I've got it from here.
Kill my Cadians here. I don't think there's any benefit to having them trigger the Overwatch at this point in time.
Armored sentinel ready.
Now we've got this situation over here. I'm going to lose the top. I think that's pretty obvious. Question is, how much do I want to advance you? If I bring you here, you've got a 50-50 shot. I should have gone after somebody else. I mean, I'd really like to take out the cadre. If I could drop the Pathfinders, that wouldn't be terrible either. So he's got a strike team there. Let's try to flame these guys down. Good. Alright, that's a 75% chance. Oh, you missed. Okay. And we'll just snipe out those Pathfinders here. Alright, we've got this situation, so it's like, well, I guess we can make them waste attacks on you and try to get the kill. So if I move you over to here, that might help. I mean, you only have like a 30% chance to land some attacks here, so that's not great. But I might as well start getting the cooldown going. If I can kill the cadre, that'll stop them from summoning more crisis suits on me.
Armored sentinel ready. Whose day are we ruling today, sir? Transport awaiting orders.
Alright, so I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with my commissar. I mean, I know they're going to be close to jumping soon, so I think I probably want to just run the commissar over this way to try to keep them safe. So as expected, he killed the Chimera. Alright, thankfully he had a little trouble getting the kill. He actually used his command point to waste the attack. He could have just finished it off with some of these strike squads and then used that missile to attack some other units. Now he decided to use the guaranteed auto hit with the broadside there instead of doing the regular attack, and that's likely because of how much distance I'm closing here, because he's trying to kite me is what's effectively happening. Because he'll be able to take out that Chimera now. And they're coming up to take out the... take out the Cadians. Now, this guy's over this way. They actually jumped away. I couldn't actually see him jump, interestingly. So we'll do this, and that killed them. Run you forward to capture this point. It's like to try to keep affecting their abilities here to do stuff. Now I still have you, so I'd really like to have you try to kill the cadre. So I think I should be able to get you over this way. Come on, baby. Alright, good. That was definitely worth it. Still have the Rogel Dorn down here. I need to keep you close enough. To try to body block. So it's like, let's put you over here. I can't shoot anybody apparently. Up here we go. 72, so we'll work on the strike team. I took out a couple of guys. Alright, that took out another one. Move you back to here to body block this. So it's like, alright, I just attacked there. So maybe what I'll do is kind of move you over at an angle like this, so they have to try to move down to attack me with those guys. Assuming they're not going to just jump, which could happen.
Advance. By his will alone.
Alright, so he's doing more marker lights into my guys. Crisis suits are moving over to work on that sentinel. Snipe them down. And I'm guessing he jumped. I can't see him though. Yep, they're shooting into the Devastator, or the Lehman Russ. Crisis suits are moving up. Broadside's coming over to try to reinforce.
Victory through discipline.
Alright, so you're up to 2.
with conviction.
Rogel Dawn crew ready.
It's like I heard jumping, but I can't see him. Those guys are still up there.
Wherever you need it. Understood.
Alright, I can't really see anybody. I've got a 72% chance to hit here. So I think we should just take our chance. And we get the hit.
Whose day are we ruining today, sir? On the way?
The enemy resists.
Alright, we'll start working on the broadside. We'll move you over to here to start taking this point. Now, if he jumps over with the crisis suits, he'll probably get the kill. But otherwise, I should be able to hold the spot. It's like we definitely got to work on taking out these crisis suits, though.
Sentinel on the move. Just as quick and just as rapid. Let's see initiation. Armored Sentinel ready.
That's a letdown.
Armored Sentinel ready.
Because he should definitely be getting close to... Well, actually, he won't have enough for his crisis suit because I killed the cadre. But these guys are out in the open, and he could potentially get some kills. Now, I could do some strafing runs. I haven't actually seen that ability yet. It's just like a regular strafing run, it looks like. Nothing too exciting. I could do the strafing run on the infantry and probably kill him. I think I'd rather try to take out a crisis suit, though. Probably should have done that first if I was going to do it, and then I could have spread that damage out. I probably could have killed the crisis suits.
We'll get you there. Chimera transport ready.
Alright, so we've kind of got this side on lockdown. We have the center on lockdown. We've got this spot over here. I assume the commander is coming for me there. Yep, here he is. He's moving over. He's shooting into the commissar. As expected, these guys are flying down. Got pretty bad damage rolls. But with all these other guys, it looks like he's still going to be able to get the kill. So maybe I should have used the strafing run on those infantry, because now I think he's going to be able to capture it back. But maybe not. I don't think I saw it explode.
Armored Sentinel ready.
Alright, now I've got you, so it's like, how am I going to be able to kill this guy?
Awaiting orders. Armored Sentinel ready.
It's like, well, let's just shoot into him and see what we can do. And you almost dropped him.
Sentinel on the move. Rolling into action.
So it's like, let's just shoot here. And he's down. So that actually helps. And we'll bring the sentinel over this way. And I guess we'll bring you over here.
Chimera transport ready.
Assuming we're going to lose some forces.
Transport awaiting orders. Ready to win the war, sir.
Alright, let's see here. Is there anything else I can do, really? It's like I would like to shoot into the commander. Yeah, there's nothing I'm going to do to attack those crisis suits. We got a 90% chance to hit here. Yeah, 20 damage.
Wherever you need it.
Advance. Flee or be cut down where you stand.
So the chainsword's okay. We're doing like 30 to 40 damage. Maybe the power sword would be much, much better. Now the nice thing about Sholm Steel is then you can charge in and you don't have to worry about suppression, so that would be something else there. think we're going to probably want to shoot just into these strike teams, because I should be able to kill 2 to 3 models, and that's in fact what I'm seeing. Now I could start shooting into these guys and getting a kill. Alright, so we did some damage there. I barely have any health left, so I don't think it matters where I move those guys to.
Armored Sentinel ready.
Victory through discipline.
Search and destroy.
Alright, so they're getting the kill here. Not shocked by that. They're going to come take the point. He still has those strike squads over here. He's got his
We'll get them back.
broadside over here. Ooh, is he going to kill my Chimera? No, he didn't. Okay, I was kind of thinking he was going to. Oh, interesting. He's trying to run away from you, huh? I guess that's because he's thinking he can not only get an attack, but then capture the point. And thankfully you were able to tank it. Alright, so I'm just barely gonna pull ahead here.
His will alone.
He's over here.
Advance.
So let's just run you down here and start having you attack.
Armored Sentinel ready. Firing on target.
Try to weaken this guy down. There, that should guarantee that you should get the kill. There we go. Capture the point back.
Transport awaiting orders. Supporting fire.
Alright, he's down. You can just come over here.
Get you there.
Try to lock down this point.
Sentinel on the move.
I could just kill the strike team, or I could start focusing on the...
Rogel Dawn crew ready. Wherever you need us. Auxiliaries firing.
Alright, we'll try to drop these guys down, because they're like the main damage dealers that he has against us right now. Other than the broadside, but the broadside is just one attack.
Victory through discipline.
And shouldn't be able to go a large amount of distance. Alright, that looks good.
Sentinel on the move. I've got it from here. Armored Sentinel ready.
Alright, that should be successful. So we'll just start bringing you guys over here. Because you shouldn't be able to start flying around behind me anymore. So he's got his little broadside. He's going to get his free attack. Kills the Chimera. And with that, we finally came ahead and claimed victory. Definitely a very close match. I think that Tau versus Astra Militarum is going to definitely be a hard matchup. The Rogel Dawn definitely worked out well for us. That, I don't know what to call it, Gatling cannon seems to actually be doing some pretty decent damage against the mechanized forces, whereas obviously his little stubber is just meant for the lowest tier of infantry. So even though it's meant to be at a closer range, as you could see, I was able to actually land some pretty decent attacks at long distances, so I have to keep that in mind. You really have to decide, do you want to use that oppressor cannon, which is meant to be a long-range anti-armor cannon, or do you want to use his other weapon, which I can't think of what it is off the top of my head, for his main battle cannon. That'll then give him 2 attacks with more splash, which focuses more on medium tier infantry and regular infantry killing. And then remember, you can always change some of your side weapons as well. I'm still not sure what the best way to do with the Sentinels is. I mean, this matchup, the multi-laser seemed to work out pretty well. We were able to nerf a lot of movement, use that to our advantage. But overall, you could see as soon as he had those crisis suits with the fusion gun, he was able to just easily snipe down most of my forces, and I had trouble killing him on that right side and actually had to concede that whole area. So I'm not sure, like, should I be bringing more commissars with their power swords to try to fight those guys off, but they don't have a bunch of attacks like, like the Canonist with the Blessed Blade has. So I'm not sure the best way to do this is maybe more Ogrins. But again, with only the 3 models, I think they're going to get sniped down too easily. Obviously, the infantry suck. Maybe if you do the bayonet charges, that'll be better, and then you can lock down some of those crisis suits and things. But if there's a commander, he's just going to flame you, and that's going to be the end of those infantry squads. So I'm definitely not sure what the best way to do it. On a map like this, where there's a little bit of opening, using that Rogaldorn in the center to really use that long range to snipe the forces. The one thing I'm a little disappointed with is that rocket run with the Valkyrie. It actually has pretty low armor piercing, so I think it's going to be good against light infantry. But I was hoping it was going to have more armor piercing to help you get past, a lot of these other units, but that is not actually how it works. So, yeah, I don't know about that tier 2 ability. It's like I kind of feel like you should just wait to the tier 3 and then you do the Death Strike, which is just amazing. Or you can try to do your tier 1s if you just need to shift around some infantry a little bit to try to capture a point, I guess. Especially if you have a tank that can tank the shots that are coming into you. Then you can move them over and then unload, because the unloading the Valkyrie is a free action. So I don't know. I feel kind of conflicted. I think I need to try some of the Sentinels with the plasma gun to see if that works out better, because that might be an interesting thing to do, but it's also pretty expensive. But the multi-laser I think is even more expensive. I think it's like 10 and 15 points if I remember correctly. So I definitely feel like there's some more playing around that needs to happen here. But it seems like you need to do like a real mix of units to try to overwhelm the Tau. If you can get close and use the flamers, then obviously you can take out his infantry like what I was doing here, which definitely worked out for us. Now, he went with a breacher build, and I think that's probably a mistake. Yes, they'll do crazy amounts of damage to your units, and I think what he's thinking is, oh, we're going to be in a closed environment, so if I can get the breachers over there, it'll be easy kills. But I think it's going to be pretty safe assumption that the Astra Militarum are going to have some sort of flamers available, and then that's going to allow them to just easily destroy breachers, because you're both going to be firing at like range 2 for the most part, and then the flamer's going to do much more damage. And then if they have infantry, then they can just move in there and soak up that overwatch. Now, their ranged grenade definitely is a weaker version of a grenade. I thought maybe it was just going to be a regular frag grenade, so I'm thinking, oh, maybe that's how these guys are supposed to be used, is their ranged attack is just for show, and you're really bringing them just for the cheap grenades. But honestly, they cost 35 points, so if you're bringing them for a weaker grenade, and it's going to take 3 to 4 grenades to wipe out a single unit, that's 105 points for those 3 grenades, and they're definitely not worth 103 points. They're going to do 105 damage, or 105 requisition points worth of damage. So I just feel really conflicted on what role are those ranged Cadians supposed to actually be performing for you, because they just can't do shit. So I feel like you have to almost bring the melee variant, but then you have to worry about the flamers. So yeah, it's a tough choice. I definitely feel like I got to play around more with these guys. But I think the Sentinels are fun. Definitely look forward to playing around more with those. The Chimeras seem to do a decent job with, doing that flame attack. I'm a little curious to see how the Bulldozer blade, which effectively gives them a charge attack, is going to work. Now, unfortunately, you lose the flamer when you do that. Now, that may be too overpowered because you could charge through a bunch of units, and then if you had your heavy flamer, you just turn around and then heavy flame units. That would allow you to really do squad wipes. But in exchange for sacrificing your Chimera, maybe that would make sense, but it doesn't really matter because that's not how the units are set up to be utilized. So just, it feels kind of odd yet. I'm still feel like there's a lot of things to be learned, but overall I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit of handle on these different mechanics that these units have to do. Now, the one thing I have noticed is there seems to be a bug with the tanks. If you bring the plasma guns as their side weapons, the plasma guns actually take your action point. And I think that's a bug because the multi-meltas do way more damage than the plasma guns do. So I don't understand why the multi-melta would be a free attack, but then the plasma side gun weapons will take up your AP. And why would you pay AP for the plasma guns if it's going to take up your regular attack? So just be aware, I think there's a bug with the side weapons with the plasma weapons, whereas if you're paying those points, it actually takes up your AP, so do not bring those, because there's no point for you to have done that for some mild splash damage, which you're probably going to have anyways if you have, you know, the Demolisher cannon or your tank commander's regular cannon. I just don't know what role that would be filling if it has to use your AP. So I'm pretty sure that's bugged out, and they'll probably fix that on the next patch when they get that loaded out. I have to assume that is a bug, so be aware of that because I have discovered that when I've been playing around with some of these different matchups. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. It encourages me to post more content for you. Have a great day.